Joni Ernst, the Republican senator from Iowa, running for Elsie. You know, her stat line is one of the more interesting ones. She's 1 plate appearance, 0 at-bats. She walked, but has an RBI because the bases were loaded.
I think Annie Mae has a little bit on Joni Ernst as we take a look at the senator from the great state of Iowa.
The senator from Iowa, Joni Ernst.
Annie, what can you tell us about Joni Ernst?
What was I on task?
We'll get back to Annie in just a moment. We'll take a look at Joni Ernst there. Happy to be in the ball game. Her club is rocking and rolling. You see the big smile there, the thumbs up.
Women were first admitted to the game in 1993.
That one chopped foul.
You had Ileana Ros-Lehtinen, who was a Republican from Florida.
All right, as we take a look at Senator Ernst, I wanted to welcome Annie Mae back into the conversation. She had a little anecdote about the great senator from the great state of Iowa. What do you got there, Annie?
Oh my gosh, it was great this morning. Of course, everybody getting ready for the big game tonight. We actually were able to see Joni Ernst out throwing a couple of balls, hitting a couple of balls, of course, as well. But she actually had a dress on and full heels, and that'll show you congresswomen can for sure compete with all the congressmen out here. And it's really so awesome. I need to figure out what kind of shoes she was wearing. You got to walk a mile in a woman's shoes. But my question to you guys is, when are you doing a broadcast in a pair of those heels?
Annie, I have my cleats on right now. You don't know that.
They got good shoe game down here is all I gotta say.
And you know who else Annie had heels on too was Marionette Miller Meeks, also from Iowa, congresswoman, who was kind of the team doctor, so to speak, in case somebody gets injured.
Chad's telling the truth. He's wearing cleats up here right now. Thank you, Annie Mae. Appreciate that.
You know, I was starting to tell a story earlier about Ray Cannon, congressman from Wisconsin, did play in the big leagues.
Yes, sir.
You know, played for the Cubs in the preseason. He was the attorney for Shoeless Joe Jackson. And of course, he was just admitted into baseball with Pete Rose, but that was the mark that he made on Congress. We also had the late Congressman Pius Schwert of New York, who was a catcher for the Yankees in the 1914-1915. And here's one, Jacob Ruppert.
This is a little tough chopper. This one should get through, and it does get through. And let's see what the great senator is doing there. She's making her way home, and go, Joni, go, say the GOP fans.
Joni Ernst with the run, hands in the air, scores the pinch run.
Joni Ernst makes her way home to make it 13-2.
And Jacob Ruppert, I started to say, you know, he was a congressman from New York. He was part of the New York Tammany Hall political machine in the late 19th and early 20th century. He wanted to buy a Major League Baseball team. And so he was trying to buy the old New York Giants, couldn't do it. So he bought this other team across town, the New York Yankees.
Oh.